Good morning, it's another day of being creative. And why does that look weird? Oh no, it's fine. Today I wanted to share with you quite a quick video because I feel like it might be helpful. One thing that I've been trying to do for ages is create looping videos. So for example, you've got like a mountain environment. Oh, let me just show you. Something like this. So this is made in Google Tilt Brush. The whole idea of a loop is that you have an animated sequence that starts and ends with the same image or keyframe or still. And it just enables you to have any length of clip that will just keep looping really smoothly. And that can be really helpful. So if you want to put out some music online, you can use this clip and then use it again and again and again to the length of your song. See the hand movements there? You feeling me? You feeling me? You get me? Previously, what I'd done is create in 3D and in VR like a path, so you're following along a path. So here's an example that I've made before. So this is basically you're on a linear path and we're scrolling through the environment. And how I managed to do this was to have let's get an aerial view. So you're basically going from one end to the other of this track. But the thing is, it's not a looping video because obviously you're starting at the beginning and we're ending at the end of the video here. And if you wanted to start at the beginning again, you probably have to like zoom in and like go right back to that keyframe at the very beginning, which is a bit tricky. So this morning I was working on some loop making and had a bit of a realization moment in that, why are we looking at making loop videos on a linear path when we're in 3D land in VR? Why not have it as a circle where you're looping around, and then obviously that loop will reconnect as a circle. So many hand movements involved. As a circle, and then obviously you're starting and ending at the same point. Let me show you what I mean. What you start off with is a circle of a camera path. So in Google Tilt Brush, you create a camera path, and I think that is probably a good idea to do this first and then do your drawing, or I'm sure it'll work that way around as well. Create basically a circle loop. And what's really cool is that your camera path actually connects from one end to the other, so it should be completely the right frame at start and end. You use these toggles to tweak the path itself, so rather than having like an angle, it will be a really smooth transition. And also I've used the directional tool because when you're going round with your camera in a loop, it will actually stay like this, where we need it to tilt round and actually go upside down and all around the loop to come back at the starting point. And what I've done in this example is make the camera go through these hearts. So it's looping around that circle of camera path, and then you're getting, I'm just adjusting like the tilt and just adjusting the camera a bit. So this is the first time I tried doing this looping path. I did one really sparkly. And I was like, hey, this is really cool. Let me show you what it looks like. So this is basically, you are following that circle of camera path and we are going through these objects. It kind of feels like a bit like a roller coaster kind of thing. And I was like, hey, this is pretty working all right. So then I tried it with more of a 3D sculpted space. So that's kind of what the shape looks like there. And just for an example, I'll show you how I made one. So I'm just using the duct tape brush and making a beautifully circular circle there. And then I checked it out and I was like, whoa, that is looking pretty awesome already. And I changed the background there as well to the colours of the landscape just to make it a bit more funky. And I was like, hey, this is looking pretty swell. So I ended up kind of drawing shapes to make it look like mountains. And then just to make it even more shiny and futuristic, I added some, I can't remember what these brushes are called. It's been so long. Like, I know what I'm doing in Tilt Brush, but I can't remember any of the terms. But you know what I mean. Here we go. Those triangular diamond things, brushes. So yeah, I added those and it was looking pretty spacey, and I used the space background as well and just played around with it. But I think like this technique of making looping videos in Tilt Brush, I don't know, I haven't seen anyone do stuff like this before, have you? And I just feel like it's really cool because we can get like looping videos, and that is kind of what I really needed to do as a solution. So here's a solution for you. and let me know if you have a go and what you end up making. And I just think like there's so much opportunity for this, because some of the videos that I love are rolling videos that are like really futuristic and sci-fi, and you've got, let me show you some examples. So something I've been looking at making for my Tasty Loops project is all like sci-fi and futuristic looping videos, and just some examples here in my little research doc. You've got like mesh, so it's kind of like sci-fi futuristic mesh happening, and these kind of like vector outlined mountains, and then you've got like really futuristic sci-fi colors and schemes. And I'm just really excited to try this using this new technique in VR. So Tilt Brush, you can do it with a camera path. Tavori software, you can do camera path. You can't use a camera path in Oculus Quill yet, but that's going to be really interesting. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you, and let me know if you have a go and what you end up making, and I'll just share more loop making with you. I'm pretty excited actually, because it's kind of like the missing link for what I've been looking for to make a looping end-to-end video, and it just is like a bit of a, you know, apple falling on the head, Eureka Einstein moment of, hold on, we're in VR, we're in 3D, so a loop, why isn't it a circle? So yeah, I thought I'd share that with you, and let's have a look at the final videos. This is a video straight from Tilt Brush, and then what I've done is I've used Prequel app to add some like cool color effects, filters, and also a kind of like camera filmed effect, which leaves like a mesh, like a almost like a grain on it as well. So I'll pop that in a video here as well. So I hope you found this interesting, and let me know if you make some loop makings, and I'd love to see what you make. So have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.